and hear you once it goes live. It's live, so they can hear you now.
I loved when they played that at the end credits of Bad Batch today. Evanescence, baby.
Oh, I didn't notice he had the T on too. That son of a. I have that T as well. Look at Oh, you can't see.
Only you can see.
Yeah, you'll see. I wonder what it's like for everyone that's just listening to us behind the scenes talking.
Let's do a pre-show, guys.
I guess I'm waking up now. Whatever, man.
If you don't wake up, I'll punch you in the face.
I guess. Oh man, I guess I could drop the intro.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
Yo, Rex, it's really you.
This is the Clone Wars.
But that's not the Clone
Wars. I can't hear anything because I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's kind of important. Yo, it's Admiral Enigma. He's in the chat. Sorry. If you know, you know.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Dark Side Secrets with Will and I almost said Mortison.
Tamora Mortis FM.
With Grayson from Mortis FM. What's up, guys?
Hello. Hey, man. Tony took like 4 melatonin before this, so he's trying to reset his sleep schedule.
Yeah, man.
Too many Flintstone gummies.
I was just doing a bunch of missions with Tem before we got here, bro. It wore me out, bro.
How far did you get?
I don't know. I did. I finished Felucia.
So that mission.
I think, yeah. I think next it looked like it was going to Kashyyyk, but I stopped because I was just drained, tired.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about Felucia?
Sure.
If we may, we start off this way for the pod today. Is Felucia just filled with creatures that would be just on other planets, but that just have like neon stripes on them?
Oh, well, with the Rancor,
yeah,
for the Rancor,
it's just like a Felucian Rancor, or like
that's true.
There's a Felucia version of just all of the regular.
It's like shiny Pokemon.
Exactly, or like
yeah,
they're all just like rave Star Wars.
Other than the only thing I can think of is the Sarlaccs are also on Felucia, and they're just regular Sarlaccs. There's nothing cool about them.
Well, you can't see the glow in the dark under where underneath.
I guess we got to go dive into a Felucia.
Yeah, no, it's confirmed. If it's like the memes of the iceberg, where it's like everything's below and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's what the Sarlacc looks like, but it just looks like a rave down there with all
you guys. Have you seen the small little tiny what do you call it? Sarlacc in Dok-Ondar's Galaxy's Edge, the little baby one. You can. It's like a cross section, and there's a little tiny one. You can see the inside of it.
What?
You never seen that, man? You've been to Galaxy's Edge, right?
Yeah, I've been to Galaxy's Edge. Oh, I've been to Galaxy's Edge, but I've actually never walked inside Doc. Whatever it is, Undar.
It's the coolest part.
Undars. Come on, bro.
Dude, it's the best.
That's the restaurant, right?
No, it's where you get like lightsabers, kyber crystal statues.
Oh no, I've been in there. I thought you were talking about the restaurant. The Dok-Ondar is the one where there's like
docking station or docking bay 69 or whatever it is.
Not 69, 7.
Yep. Like there's a jungle rancor, there's a Gelagrub, a Felucian firefly, a Cerulean Drotch. That sounds like something that you would get at the docking bay as a drink.
It's true.
That's a city in Pokemon.
There's
a
regular Manta that looks basically just like the one on Naboo, but it's just called Manta in parentheses Felucia.
Wow.
It's like a Lego title.
Exactly. And then there's it's like Luke Skywalker Endor.
Exactly.
There's one that's just called Felucia Bird. So they really were at the bottom of the barrel with that stuff.
And then you get into Legends and there's just all kinds of stuff. Felucia is honestly kind of terrifying. Would not live there.
Oh, come
So
on.
when I was playing that level, literally they stole the sound from Jurassic Park because the creatures in Felucia in this game, it was velociraptors. I was terrified doing the mission because I kept hearing the velociraptor sounds. It was 1-to-1, like they stole that sound. It was terrifying.
Really? I
Yeah,
gotta pick it. I gotta look that up again, or I guess I gotta play it again. It comes out tomorrow.
100%. Yeah, tomorrow for you civilians. But thank you again,
Okay.
Grayson, for that link.
Yeah, no problem, man. You gonna acknowledge our fine people in the chat? Or are you just
Yeah,
too sleepy?
No,
Will's about to read the chat right now.
no, I was having too much fun talking to the people I was on the. Okay, come on. Jedi Chisel. Hey, what's up, Jedi Chisel? Jedi Chisel. What's up, man? How you doing? Are you really Boba Fett? Oh, do we have to do the thing?
Quinlan was here.
He did have to do the thing.
Hey, there it is. Oh, look, it's Ricky.
You're
Circus Baby 20. That's terrifying. Hello, I'm back. I don't
What's
remember
up?
you being here earlier, but
Do you even know what that's
he was in my Battlefront stream.
That's
is
that's
that a Five Nights at Freddy's thing?
Yes, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Tony, do you know what that is?
No, I've never played or watched anything of the Five Nights of Freddy.
Tony, you got to get in touch with the memes.
Why?
Tony is the strangest guy ever because he's like too old for some things, but also like he's never played things that I would consider old, like Battlefront, which is like a 20-year-old game. He's like, that was after my time. You're like, but like what? Okay, anyway. Yeah,
sorry, I aged at the rate of a regular human. Sorry.
You should, dude, play FNAF on your gaming channel and try not to cry.
Oh yeah, dude, you'll get a ton of hits for that. Tony. I get scared watching Chica come out of the doorstop or whatever the heck it is.
I don't even know what that is.
We've entered into.
I think all of the games are on Switch, so there you go.
Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's. Basically, there was a pizza place, and
I like these.
I go into the Matt Pat lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. No, okay. Daniel Berry sports highlights. Yo. Alejandro. Oh my gosh, it's Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah.
Cole's
here.
Congrats.
Still haven't seen that movie yet.
This week was epic with some wolves in there because we saw Wolffe, baby.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. Sorry. Hey, yeah, if you didn't watch Bad Batch, hope you didn't look at the thumbnail for this video.
It's okay. It's on the banner of Disney Plus.
They posted it. Disney Plus immediately posts the posters.
Yeah.
Like not even within 24 hours.
Yeah. Dude.
Like the episode came out at 3 a.m. Those posters were up at 8 a.m. That was 5 hours they gave people.
Yeah, dude. Like rise and shine.
Yeah, whatever.
Suckers.
The trees.
What up?
Now there's an apostrophe after S. Does that mean the trees? What are you referring to? Like that's possessive. What is yours? The trees.
It is the trees. They own it all.
It's not the trees plural, but like the trees.
Trees is something.
Trees in there.
Trees in there.
Jake, hashtag Gates, baby. What's up, dude?
Jake.
Yeah, I'm a trooper core. That's cool. Is that AI art? Bad.
It's still a cool concept, but yeah.
It's still cool. Nice diamond. I like the Rex helmet. Thanks, dude. Just got it. Black Series. I know a lot of people were bugging out about it when it first dropped, and everybody was like, but the T-visor, the black line at the top, it's not the same. Like, it looks good. Okay? It's really cool. Like, imagine when Clone Wars Season 6 came out and they dropped that as a wearable thing, like a Black Series helmet, when that show was actually coming out. People would have lost their minds.
Yep.
Has Hasbro released a visually accurate Phase 1 Clone Trooper Black Series helmet yet?
Yeah. Phase
no,
1?
not a new one. The one that I have here is old.
That's the old.
That's like 2005 Hasbro. But they did the Phase 2 is the newest one. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say they should do a Phase 1 because we saw them in Ahsoka.
Technically, could they do a screen accurate Phase 1 considering that like the rendering for them Have you ever seen the anatomical clone
Yeah.
of like the rendering for them? There's no way a person's head could fit inside
yeah.
that clone body.
Yeah, dude.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Malekith. That's
That's
it.
the
What up?
best Marvel villain ever.
Who?
Malekith from Thor: The Dark World.
Ugh.
Oh,
Hey, assuming it's Connor,
hello there.
but hoping it's Seth. No, I'm kidding. Hey, what's up, dude? How we doing? No, I'm kidding. Seth and I were wrong about our predictions for Bad Batch. So that sucks.
Losers.
I was not expecting Wolf though. So
Benjamin.
You're
doing?
what up, Benjamin? My guy's back.
The trees, father and
Oh
son.
my god.
I don't know what that means. No, they haven't, Grayson.
they should.
If
How
they
do I-
did, it would be made of rubber and would warp based on your edge.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
look, dude. Look. Hey,
Read it,
wait,
read it.
Eccentric U7. No, wait, from Twitch? Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. Okay, I'm really in there. Eccentric U7. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. You got me sold. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to Streamrise, and the message tailed off. So I guess they ran out of characters to be able to put
The
in
copy
the
and
rest of it.
paste did not fit.
Honestly,
Oh my god.
Eccentric you, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching. If at any point you would like to jump back, hey, you know what? Let's have you on.
Let's
We'd
send
love
him
to
the
have
link.
you on.
We'll send you the link.
We'll send you the link. Clone Wars, Clone Wars, Clone Wars. Thanks, Chris. All right. Hey, Bad Batch Season 3. It's going to be the best Star Wars we get in 2024. Nothing's going to be able to beat it.
Depending on who Tails is about, Tails could rock his socks off.
Oh.
I guess it depends. We still have 8 episodes left. There's a lot that could happen.
If Tails, so remember how we were all talking about Tails beforehand, and it was that thing of like, well, Asajj is coming back. What if Tails is about Asajj and Quinlan Voss? If Tales of the Jedi Season 2 is about Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Voss, cheeks, dude, because if you have not watched the newest, you want to see a whole season about Quinlan Voss?
I
whole season about this guy?
It would be 3 episodes.
I was about to say, if they did it 3 episodes where they took the actual best parts of Dark Disciple and condensed it down into a condensed 3-episode arc, fine.
Oh,
but
Connor, if you're still in the chat, please comment how dumb of an idea that is, because nobody wants to see that book.
Well,
I'm so happy I didn't buy the book.
I'm saying that they you know what they did with and we talked about this on the stream the other day. If they remember how they changed the Ahsoka book and everything, and they kind of dumbed it down and like retconned it, which still bothers me because the Ahsoka book is actually really good. If they did that with the Dark Disciple book, because I think that book needs some major cleanup, and 3 episodes would give you plenty, but I don't think they've already made it adamant. So I don't know. We'll see. There's at this point, there's other characters I'd like to see.
What if it's 3 episodes of Asajj and 3 episodes of Quinlan? Will how mad would you be? All right,
He
guys,
left.
That's the show for today. We'll see you next year.
Suck. I would honestly, and this is something I really don't want it to be, I would rather it be another full season of Ahsoka fill-in stories than it be about Quinlan Voss.
To me, it really determines how much they're going to acknowledge. They've acknowledged that it's canon, but how much of Dark Disciple they're going to acknowledge? Because at this point, I do not like Quinlan Voss. If you read the book, you know, Admiral Enigma, baby.
Everybody, hey, shout out to all 30 of you watching right now. What's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being Star Wars nerds and nerds like us. If any of the 30 of you liked the book Dark Disciple, sorry, because that book sucked and you had a better opinion. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just didn't like it. Dude, it was not good. It was not good. And this
a
is
mess.
basically the only good part of the book is Admiral Enigma.
Dude, the meme of that is just, it's
Legendary.
perfect.
Okay, let's do a little Star Wars lore check. For people who don't know, in not Tales of the Jedi, in Dark Disciple, Quinlan Voss, you know, the guy who's got the tattoos on his face, you see him in Clone Wars. Everybody thinks he's going to come back for Bad Batch with Asajj Ventress. At one point, when he becomes the Dark Disciple and goes to the bad side, goes to the non-good guys with Count
Does he?
Dooku,
But he does?
he goes by the name Admiral Enigma.
It's awesome.
because
Okay,
he's
well-
mysteri- my name is Captain Mystery.
He doesn't go by that. The galaxy calls him that, and they just roll with it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
somebody picked that dumb meme of a name and it stuck. And that guy who was a murdering machine, who was just running around with a red lightsaber, doing all the bad stuff, cloak on, very scary. They were like, "Oh no, it's Admiral Enigma."
It's literally like if
Yeah.
if TikTok was in Star Wars, they keep getting news occasionally of like,
Yeah.
like Count Dooku's lieutenant, and they're like, we should call this guy Admiral Enigma. Like, have you seen that new meme? That's what it is. Like,
It's like when in comics or in movies when they like post newspapers about Superman and they were like people on the street thought it was a bird and then thought it was a plane.
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying to throw those things in there. That's exactly what it's like. Strange
That's-
bat creature performing acts of criminal justice at night. Is it a real bat? Are there mutants running the streets? It's just a guy in a costume, you idiot.
yeah.
Chris Forsyth said Quinlan is gonna come back. He's already in the chat all the time.
No, I mean, I'm convinced that as much as I was disappointed with Dark Disciple, we're getting off trail from Bad Batch. Probably need to bring it back here in a second, but I'm pretty convinced that at the very least, Ventress is going to be in it, based on what Nika Futterman said with her character.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I look. I don't care if we see more Asajj. I just don't want to see more Quinlan, I guess. And I know it's kind of hard to want one without the other, I guess, because they've been set up as a couple. But I just don't care about Quinlan Voss.
It all depends, and I guess we'll have to discuss when she inevitably shows up in Bad Batch, what she's trying to do, what her goal is, because we don't really know. But hey, them clones though.
Yeah. Okay. So Bad Batch, new episodes. If you have not seen it, spoiler alert. We're talking about both. I know one's called Extraction. What was the other one?
Infiltration.
Infiltration is the first one.
And if you have to pick, it's in reference to the guy who is definitely Tech, the secret clone who's going in and then getting out because he infiltrates and then he extracts. He goes.
The
in,
weirdest,
he goes out.
you know what the weirdest thing is about should we just, if we want to talk about that little thing, I have in my, I have notes for my own personal episode when Cole and I record it. We won't get to it for a couple days,
Ooh,
but
no
when I
guy.
was writing it, I was like, oh yeah, that's like these clone shadows, as they called them, these clone assassins, definitely not Tech. And then there hit a point in the second episode where I was like, okay, actually it could be, because they're putting way too much emphasis on this character. He's got a voice modulator. They intentionally showed that he didn't die from the waterfall.
Yeah.
It's too, I mean, and they could just be doing a bait and switch so that they make you want to think that, but there's definitely, I think it's 50-50. It could go either way, and I don't really know.
Like, did you see that thing on Twitter? It was either yesterday or today. I think Hannah reposted it. And it's Crosshair's heat sensor. When he sees him, his legs don't have a heat signature, so people think it's because when he fell, his legs broke, and he has broken like robot legs now, which is why he keeps
Interesting.
falling and like not get injured.
This is
'cause
from
they just
these episodes?
Yeah, so somebody put it on
Oh.
Twitter, or maybe it was this morning. It had to have been this morning. I'll see if I can find it. I think Hannah's the one who reposted it, but it's like, and granted, I saw it before watching the episode because I didn't watch the episode till like 3 hours ago. But when I initially saw the tweet, I was like, oh, that can't be true. It's like a weird graphics thing. But at that point where you see him a lot in the heat sensors, I was watching and I was like, oh yeah, it really does tail off by the legs. And maybe he just has thick armor and you can't see the heat signature, but you can see it everywhere from like the thigh up and then just right below.
So instead of a metal arm, he's got metal legs.
And then he's really made of tech.
So you guys really think that could be tech?
Yeah, dude.
I think
on.
there's at least a 50% chance.
How
maybe higher
would it be if it was a you know what I honestly think? It would be more of a bummer if they had to use a voice modulator and it just be Cody. Like that's like okay.
It could be Cody though.
I don't know. I just think that's so lame to use a voice modulator for a clone that just sounds like Wolffe and Rex.
Did the one in the beginning that they first we get with kind of like the cold open? We hear him speak with the helmet on, correct? And there's no modulator.
I think so, and I don't think there was a modulator for the first one.
That's too suspicious.
Wait, say that again. What was the question?
Remember the clone assassin in the beginning, the one that tries to kill Senator Singh,
that they capture.
No, he didn't have a modulator.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. No, so that's what I mean. It's like, why would that clone have a modulator for no reason? Also, as soon as the hologram started, and he's like, why am I the one being requested for this? It's like, okay, we get it. Like, that's definitely
Is implied to be the one that we see in the first 3 episodes? Because I remember there was that one kind of lingering shot when Omega's walking by. There's like a ladder or a door.
I guess it could have been any of them though, because like it seems like there's more to one. Like it's the Winter Soldier program, and there's a bunch of them. And what I thought was crazy was the one they captured when he was in there and they were talking to him. He wasn't looking up or answering, but the minute Crosshair came in, he was looking up and like, oh, look who it is. Oh, well.
So this picture isn't the best for the tweet, but when you're watching it, it makes sense as to why that, like, there are better angles. Like this wasn't the best screenshot, and I get like hard to screenshot on Disney Plus and do all that stuff. But there are more angles of this where it actually looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is weird because like the only other thing in the frame that doesn't have a heat signature is the gun, and the backpack. Because like, so when I was watching it, I slowed it down at one point and he turns and like, it could just be the tech and like, oh, it's just to get a heat signature. And those are like, the calves aren't as hot as your thighs. I don't know if that's anatomically correct. But oh, come on, guys. But it makes sense as to why it's not like if it is fall damage and he had to get his legs amputated. Also, to your point exactly, and I'm happy you brought it up, they make a point of him falling off of the waterfall and he gets crushed by a bunch of rocks. Like this guy,
he did get crushed by the rocks. Because I thought
when that happened, I was like, this guy's I thought he was dead.
Yeah. So there's a reason as to why he can take a bunch of fall damage. Also, the vagueness of the line, you could have been one of us, to Crosshair specifically, being that he chose not to be a part of the Bad Batch initially, and he chose to be, it's like a good double lining of that line, which is one of the only things that guy says.
Or what if he meant he could have been a Winter Soldier like us, and he's a nobody?
Yeah, he's definitely got an identity that matters, that it's covered up. Because imagine all this happens and they take his clone off and it's just another random clone.
It would suck because when they captured him at first and they took his mask off and it was just a regular like clone, I was a little disappointed. Like, oh, I thought it was gonna be more meaningful.
Yeah,
but
this is a good one too. And I mean, a lot of people pointed this out. I saw and when have we ever followed order? Like Tech says, when he like right before he dies, and he's aggressively not following orders for both of these episodes. So
Malika said Maroc 2.0. I was just about to make that point where he's very Maroc-ish. Oh, go ahead.
No, the first one I said it was like Maroc 2.0. The second one If he is somebody, then yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't feel as much like Marak, because Marak we're like hyping up, but nothing really happens to him to keep it like concrete that he might be somebody. They're putting a lot of emphasis on this clone assassin specifically to be like, this could be somebody. I'm in the camp that it's definitely not Cody unless they just snatched Cody up as soon as he tried to leave. Like, I think he's out there somewhere, and I do think he will show up.
What if it's like some weird, like experiment, and they mix Cody and Tech, and they like take them apart and piece them together like some weird Frankenstein creature?
His name is Cock. C-O-C-H.
What?
And that's our time, folks.
All right, guys.
That's our time.
This
Hey,
used
we'll
to
see
be
you
a PG
later.
show,
This
but I
was
guess we're talking
fun.
about cocks now.
This was fun, guys.
No, with an H.
Guys, thanks for Grayson for coming on Dark Side Secrets.
Thank
for the
you.
last
Thank
time.
you. Mortis FM, it's done, guys. See ya.
Um,
Speaking of
what?
Speaking
What,
of
dude?
cock,
What? Oh no.
no,
Rito's
okay.
not even that color. You can change the
Oh.
species color. Or he's wearing a green onesie and it's the Grinch.
what if it's
Oh my gosh.
That's out there forever.
I'd get excited
Uh,
if it was Dogma from the Umbara arc. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
I just
Ooh.
don't know if that would be the play here. I do like how they're kind of they're doing the Avengers Endgame thing where they're just assembling all of the one-off clones that like
yeah,
didn't really have an ending.
Okay, but Hauser is my goat, bro. I love him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rex's group. It was like there was a purple clone trooper. It looked like one of the Kashyyyk
Rest in
clone
peace.
troopers.
Yeah.
Hauser, Rex, and maybe
They-
a couple of like Regs.
They had Nimic and Fireball. There was
Yeah,
one that I
Greer.
thought was Cody for a second.
me
because-
too. Me too.
Where he has yellow, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, Cody.
yeah.
They all look the same. God damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, dude. I love that they're They first of all, they all have these different colors, like you mentioned, but they also are rocking this like tactical gear where they've got these like holsters and stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I cannot wait for the cosplayers to go crazy with this look because it looks really good.
Rex's
Yeah.
new poncho was fire.
Is that a
Fire.
new poncho? Is it different than the older one?
It looks a little bit different. It looked a little bit different.
I could see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Honestly, I didn't hate him not having the shoulder pad as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
because Wolffe doesn't have one, which I actually never really paid
Yeah.
attention to.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my dog.
It's just
take him
dude walks
take him
in,
out.
"Hey, what's
Take him out
up?"
back.
Fox. Fox is the crappy one, right? That Vader
Fox
snaps
is the
his
one
neck.
that offs fives.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
dead by this
yeah.
point. He's very
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
At least if they go by the
in
comics.
comics, right?
Yeah, but they could change it. But like that comic is so with these like really revered comics, like I have a hard time believing they would retcon them because that Darth Vader one specifically is like how they introduced kyber crystal bleeding and stuff like that. Now they could change it, but I'm also definitely not in the camp that that's Boba Fett like at all now.
No.
It would be
Whoa.
so cool if it was, though.
You think-
No, that would be the worst thing ever,
No.
man.
Also,
why-
because
why-
because
why
we
would that
also
be cool,
determined that Boba is the same age as Omega.
Yeah,
now.
I know. And you and Connor ruined that for me. So I just
Yeah,
want to
no,
see
man.
Boba at some point.
Oh, it's gonna
He's,
happen.
he's coming
It's
in
coming.
his armor. In his armor.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
gonna
he's
pop
gonna
up in
have
his
the Boba
armor.
drip, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I want him to have the 1313 drip.
I would
Where-
love that.
like,
Oh.
especially with the Dark Disciple thing, where they're like they go to specifically level 1313, and who does
yeah.
he find? Boba Fett. I would love for it to be his like the 1313 thing. Also, there's this first episode, or not the first episode, but the first of the two. Echo gives Omega that blaster, the thing. And it looks like Boba Fett's gun. I know we've talked about it. I think we talked about it last week or 2 weeks
Yeah.
Oh
ago.
yeah.
Do you think that's going to end up being Boba Fett's blaster?
I
Oh.
mean, no, but like it would be kind of crazy if Boba was sent to hunt Omega and he captures her and takes it and he's like, I like this, and breaks the crossbow off. Is like, looks better this way. Like I could see something like that, but like that's a slim chance.
I think it's just like a cool visual parallel because they're Alpha and Omega, and it's like here's two guns that look similar, you know.
Yeah,
but I hope
one's a crossbow and one's an actual blaster.
You do make a good point. Like I think Boba with now with these bounty hunt. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna send more bounty hunters after Omega and stuff, and because we already know that Finnick and Cad are gonna be there. It's like okay.
I cannot wait for Cad Bane, dude.
Do you? No, it already happened. And I was about to say, I was like, do you think that they'll change the Boba Fett dent in the helmet thing to this? But I forgot. Cat already has the implant, so yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's tough. I also think that with Asajj coming back, we might get like a weird thing like that, like the Cad Bane head plate. With
flashback
Asajj of like it, we don't really get to know what happened in Dark Disciple or in the time between then. It's just kind of a thing of like she like, or like in Batman where he puts on the shirt and like you see the scars. Like she moves some piece of armor and it's got like weird stripes on it. It's like, oh, that looks like she's been revived, or like there's the green line.
She has the lightning burns. That would be
cool. I would assume it would be something like that. I can't imagine because as much as fans like us love when they do that, if Ahsoka meeting Luke Skywalker, or not meeting him for the first time, but interacting with Luke Skywalker for the first time in live action was any indication, George Lucas has said it a million times, they just like to jump in the middle and be like, oh yeah, everything happened before and we'll see what happens after, but we're right in the center of it, so we don't need to do a lot of pre-planning.
Can I just get... I feel like I constantly have to get this off my chest, like, and there's a whole debate. We're talking about, how Bad Batch Season 3 is kind of this final ongoing, at least as far as we know, this final ongoing show. And I do think Season 3 is going to be the best out of this show. And I do think, I don't know if it'll be the best Star Wars this year, because I always am optimistic that something is going to be better. But I think there's definitely maybe not that one. I think there's a chance it could be the best, but at this point, like, I know people really want, we've gotten spoiled with live action stuff, but honestly, the next show I want after this is to be live action using this, or sorry, not live action. I want it to be animated post Return of the Jedi using this animation style. Just do it.
Oh my God.
I just want it to happen.
Do it.
You just use voice actors. I don't care. Get Mark Hamill and DH his voice a little bit if you want. Get Matthew Mercer from the Battlefront games. There's tons of people you could do.
You might not even need to DH Mark Hamill's voice. If he's been a voice actor for a gazillion years, he could probably figure it out.
Yeah, like, just at that point, I'd rather just have that and have like basically just, here is a show that is exactly like the Clone Wars, except it's after Return of the Jedi, and it's about these regular cast of characters. It's about Lando and Luke and Leia and 3PO and R2 and Chewie and Han.
Train Leia in the Jedi ways, Luke. Please, I would love to see it, and retcon her stupid, ugly hilt.
We're not talking about that.
I was about to say you could get her saber then finally, Will. I'll send you it.
I'll just put my over the screen for all of those parts where she's holding a lightsaber like that. So I don't want to see that ugly piece of bantha.
I've come around. I don't even know if Connor is still in the chat, but I actually really like her Legends hilt now. Like, I really want it. I'm just such a lightsaber fiend, but but yeah, also back to the whole mysterious trooper thing. The fact that, him and Crosshair were kind of going blow for blow, like, throughout the entire episode. Yeah. And how now that Tech has left, Crosshair has kind of filled that void of that member in a way. I mean, obviously he was always part of the Bad Batch prior, but now he's really on board with being against the Empire. Like, from him rappelling down to like the night vision thing to them punching and fight. That knife fight in the river is really cool, by the way. I was a big fan.
Was very cool.
Dude, yeah. I thought in my reaction, I almost had a heart attack 3 times. I thought Crosshair was going to die like 3 or 4 times from that knife, from the fall, when he got drowned.
Yeah.
And like, even before all that happened, he was like, I'll cover you guys. Like, he was being very heroic. And I'm like, oh, I have a bad feeling about this. He's going on his own. So yeah, I thought we were going to lose Crosshair this episode, man.
It was tense.
Speaking of Crosshair, we got a question from Meredith. I want to know why the first assassin recognized Crosshair. He looked right at him and called him brother. I would assume they were in the same sort of training deal on Tantus.
I want to know
a Winter Soldier,
when that how Crosshair knew about that, like, because we don't ever see that on screen, do we?
We don't, but he said that they tried to train him and it didn't work, or because he couldn't be programmed because he's so wait a second. He said it didn't work because it wouldn't program him because he's defective.
Yeah.
Tech is defective too, so it couldn't be Tech then. Sorry, Will.
But maybe that's why he doesn't follow orders the way he does.
No, he was following orders. He was there like a mug trying to kill him and get.
Yeah,
But it was also more of like here's the thing: is they couldn't properly wipe Crosshair's brain. That was the problem. Like these other troopers, they
get rid of memories.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's like, it's in my nature to rebel, right? That's what he said, which is kind of weird because he teams up with, maybe because he's rebelling against the Bad Batch, but he teams up with the Empire, which I find kind of weird, that line. But I mean, if the dude falls off of this train and, blacks out, I think it could be pretty easy to wipe his brain and reconstruct him. I'm not saying it's guaranteed.
Or it is like a Winter Soldier sort of deal where like that end fight when Cap's like, I'm with you all the way, pal. And he goes through those memories of like, I know who this is, but I also like don't know who this is. Like he has the emotional memories enough to be like, I'm not going to kill Steve Rogers. I'm not going to kill Crosshair. And they do have that weird fight in the water, same way where they fall into the water, just like in Winter Soldier.
And he drags him out.
Bro, drags him out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it could be something like that where maybe it didn't take fully, but it took enough because Tex took such a beating from falling from that high height. And if he is more machine than man at this point with his robo legs, which I don't know if that holds any weight, but if he is getting a lot of more technical advancements done to him and implants and all that stuff, maybe it will be easier to switch him up. I'll also like the way he is defiant in such a way where his focus is more on the clones and all of that, I think is strange. I also think too, and this is what I was trying to watch on the first episode of the 2, does he get the orders to bring in Omega alive initially? When he's in the hologram, does he have that order before Wolffe says it?
I think it was always the order because I think he was surprised when he saw her there. Then he reported back and was like, "Oh, this other target's here."
That's what I was trying to think. I was like, did he see her and because it is Tech have that emotional thing of like, because he put everybody in the sight and then he saw Omega and he was like,
no,
because backs up initially. I didn't know
that was on that puck. Because remember the first one they caught on the puck, it had a bunch of targets and Omega was one of the targets.
Yeah.
But my thing was if it was the assassin being like, I'm just gonna call him Tech. If it's Tech watching Omega, seeing Omega, and being like having that initial drop back rather than taking the shot because he does recognize Omega. I don't know.
Honestly, I could see it. At this point, like I feel like it can't be nobody because it would just be a really annoying payoff.
Yeah, it's definitely not nobody. I just hope it's a good payoff.
Yeah, and listen, I'll be the first one to say again, if Connor's out there, we have disagreed about this. If it's not Tech, I'm fine with that. I will happily be proven wrong. I just hope it's still something that is narratively satisfying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
mean, they're known to do it, man. Marak broke our hearts.
He's just a fart. He's just a clone fart. Shout out to all 50 people in here right now, though. That's crazy. What's up, 51,
yes.
baby?
Let's go.
How we doing?
Wow. Well, yeah. Tough. Oh, so right at the beginning, we didn't really talk much about that with Senator Singh and then Chuchi. Did you notice that Senator Singh is from the planet that we in Dark Disciple, Raxus?
Yeah, Raxus.
Yeah. I was like, because we've seen him before, correct?
The episode with Hauser, that one planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, oh, there's Raxus. Okay.
He's a Raxus.
Yeah.
Hauser, listen, I loved. Listen, I know people probably may disagree because he was kind of coming at Crosshair. I personally don't blame him, but I loved Hauser, bro. I was like,
Hauser's cool. My
Yeah.
favorite part of the 2 episodes, though, and I love this reunion more than Omega going with Wrecker and Hunter, when Rex and Wolf both saw each other
Yeah.
and realized that they were alive. That was just so beautiful. They took the
Yeah.
helmets off, and like that whole situation was supposed to be like a shit show, like a firefight, and nothing. I love that.
It was
love that
also
so much.
it worked well because it was all clones, like everybody with him. Yeah.
That too, because like if Wolf's battalion had stormtroopers mixed in there, I don't think it would have went as smooth. Everybody
No.
there was a clone,
And
so
they
that's
already
the only
offed all
reason.
the stormtroopers prior
Yeah.
to that.
I have that in my
yeah.
notes that I noticed that they did this with some clones as well. That they were very wishy-washy on who they were killing and who they were stunning. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Yes,
Well, Crosshair
yes.
was offing dudes everywhere.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
just
think had
shot
his
that
stun
clone
on-
pilot. Like,
Yeah. He did not have
yeah,
his stun
yeah.
on anywhere, but a lot
I
of them
saw
did
that.
have their stun on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was crazy. I noticed that too.
The action in this episode was really, really good. Like Omega with the smoke bombs, and then all of them like flanking around. Like I think even Hunter like pulls up behind a stormtrooper, takes his gun and stuns him, and then like
Yeah,
Rex comes up.
yeah.
I was like, this is so fun, like
It
fun,
was
dude.
so much
I
fun.
did really like the parallel between Rex taking off his helmet and trying to talk to Wolf in the same to me it felt very much in the same way he does it with Jesse on the Venator.
Yeah.
Like right before, and he even brings it up and he's like, yeah, I lost a lot of good men that day. Like
Yeah.
that, and then he
Mm.
takes his helmet off, but when he does it with Jesse, he keeps his helmet on and they all have their guns drawn. He tells everybody to put their
That
guns
is a good
down.
parallel.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not
man.
doing it the way that I did it before. We're not losing all of these clones again. And then
Yeah.
it's just we're gonna have a conversation, takes off his helmet, rather than the Jesse, you know me, like sort of deal. He's
Yeah.
he's like, hey Wolf,
Jesse,
how
we need
doing?
to cook. I mean,
Yeah,
uh,
Jesse, to the van.
well, it makes me think. So we get that moment, and I hope we get more Wolf, because I was like, that was not enough
Oh,
for me.
we
Like
have to. We have to.
we have to.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we have to get the moment of him, Cody, Rex, and maybe Gregor, and then obviously Cody. But yeah, it makes me think. I'm like, okay, well, these clones they disrespected the order of the empires, but they respected Wolf's orders, obviously. And Wolf is going around, he's on point with these orders, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my man. But it makes me think that might come into play later when they attack Tantus, that they might have an inside revolution.
That's what I was thinking was Wolf, because Wolf, as far as I know, maybe he knows what Tantus is, but he's never been there, and 'cause it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like he knows what they're doing on there. I would assume that he would kind of be the inside guy now of he'll get back to Tantus. He'll be reprimanded for not following orders. All of those clones saw that. And he makes the point of before they leave of being like, we have to
Getting
collect the other
bodies.
clones. And
Yeah.
he's like, they're clones. We at least owe them that. I thought that was really cool too. So I think, and obviously we know that Wolf at some point goes back with Rex because of Rebels, right? So it is crazy looking at that entire group and only knowing that Gregor and Wolf are the two that are left with Rex, right? How crazy is that?
Yeah. When I after Wolf did that and they left, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's gonna get in trouble. But then I'm like, no, he has to survive for Rebels. So we're definitely gonna get more of him, probably like getting in trouble and either him escaping or Rex and them trying to go rescue and save him. It has to happen. He can't die. Like he's in Rebels.
I'm trying to think of all the clones that make it out, and honestly, like most
It's like
of it,
3.
yeah, dude, it was only because Gregor pulls up, and then it was
Gregor,
just
Wolf, and
Hauser, Rex, yeah, and there you go.
Echo, and Cody and the Batch are probably all gonna be done unless
There's no way they
introduce
all
this-
die. There's no way they all die.
Did you watch
So,
Star Wars Rebels?
unless-
You would know if you're a real fan.
They weren't in the show. Have you seen Return of the Jedi?
Unless we get another show after this, because like I have a feeling they're gonna tease a continuation. There's no way the clone stories and this animation stops here. There's no
Yeah.
way. No way.
I don't want it to ruin a good thing because I'm like, okay, Bad Batch kind of feels like the ending point. So it's like, where do you go from
You
here?
show Wolf, Gregor, and Rex trying to like make their way through the galaxy and maybe show how they get to where they are in Rebels.
Is that worth a whole show though? Like they all get old and fat on like a fishing vessel and like
I love it. And then they move to Florida, bro. That's what we do. Let's go, baby. But I think it could be if Omega survives and Asajj takes Omega with Will's favorite Quinlan and they go start the path.
Hope Omega shoots Quinlan with her little crossbow. Where do you think Omega is in when the Book of Boba Fett's going on? Do you think she's alive?
She could. I mean,
I think so.
He's as old as Boba Fett at that point.
Oh, so she would be, yeah, but you don't think they? Yeah, I don't know.
It's also, honestly, I have no idea.
I find it a little weird that at least some of the clones don't know more about what an M count is. I find that a little weird. Like, it's a scientific fact in Star Wars, enough so that it literally kicks off the Phantom Menace of, like, doing the blood test with Anakin. That, like, I'm sure some of these clones had to have been on missions with other Jedi where they might have been testing kids in that same way. Because, like, you have to do that blood test when you go pick up a kid to bring them back to the Jedi Temple, right? Like, that's how you confirm it. During that time of the Clone Wars, while they didn't halt bringing in new Jedi. There were Padawans all over the place. How else would they have been escorted to these places to, like, find Force-sensitive children? You know what I mean?
But do you think that information would have been relayed to, like, the clones?
I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like if I'm on a mission, I would have asked a question and be like, "Oh, why are you taking that kid's blood to see if he can lift rocks?" Shut up. Like,
I mean, there's only like a dozen clones, and most of them died in this episode. It's like Rex, and I don't think Rex and Anakin and any of them discovered any children.
Yeah, I don't think Rex went on any missions to get any children. He was always doing the big stuff.
I mean, I definitely think you're on the right track that, like, a lot of the clones, there are some clones that with their Jedi, like, you know, found, like, you know, it would be a good story about that. Balin and his clone find Shin. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a good example of that, of like, oh, it's like, oh, whatever his clone commander is, like, she's got a very high M count. But I mean, we do know that Rex has heard Balin Skull and Commander Cock.
Cock and skull, baby. Oh man,
it sounds like a top show on CBS.
I gotta turn the fan on. It's getting a little too hot in here.
That's so.
That's awful.
Shin is just watching the camera, like,
yeah. These are the guys that found me. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, Rex at least does know, but they kind of give that stinger at the end that, like, you got to figure out why they want her so badly, which we also don't see how much Omega relays to them about what they were doing. Like, I hope she mentioned that, like, oh, Nala Se was taking my blood, but she kept throwing it away. Like,
she did. Well, she mentioned that she was drawing her blood and the clone's blood, but she didn't say that. Yeah, she threw it away. Yeah.
I think if she said that, and maybe she reveals that later on, and they're like, why didn't you say this sooner? Is that they're like, okay, it's something Nala Se was protecting her in some way, you know? I mean, I know for a fact we are going to figure out what is up with Omega, because before the show even started, a lot of content creators, they actually got the first 12 episodes, which is
I thought it was 8. I thought it was 8. I thought they got the first 8.
I heard it was 12. Maybe it is 8 then.
Because I remember them saying that there was 8 and that Asajj wasn't in the first 8 allegedly.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha. Okay, well, they did confirm at the very least, based on whether it was 8 or 12 episodes, that we will find out by the end of the season. Like,
oh, what's special about her?
Yeah, like, what's going on with her? What makes her blood special? Right.
That could be next episode. Then next episode 8 is called Bad Territory. So I don't know what that means.
I get the feeling Bad Territory is going to be honestly, that might be the Fennec and Cad Bane episode right there.
Do you think
they're
the
in
Fennec
Star Wars
Florida
Everglades?
Everglades.
Oh, because like we pretty much have gotten everything in the trailer except for the Everglades, the little tank on the side with this guy jumping, and I think one scene with the Winter Soldier Trooper. So
I think we got that scene today, right?
I don't.
Oh,
think it
you
was-
mean the, with all the
it's a different one.
clones,
Yeah.
which
So,
we know is going to be this guy.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
Do you think they'll ever make a black series of that helmet?
of the Winter
of the
Soldier?
clone assassin helmets, dude?
Probably
Those helmets, those
You know
helmets
what?
go hard.
Yeah, there'll be other companies that make it, but Hasbro sucks, man. They take forever.
Dude, Will, with just the constant bad takes, hates Leia's lightsaber, hates the clone assassin helmet.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Will, you're toxic. Do you just hate women now?
Clones. Tech's helmet is definitely not a woman, but I don't know how that has anything to do with it. I
That's
do
helmet's
hate.
booty, though.
I do. I cannot.
love Tech's helmet.
I don't like the helmet face. It looks like
I love it.
you know what it looks like? I'm gonna look up that freaking droid. It looks like that one droid that's
Oh.
all white with the weird eyes, and it's like the only droid that has like human eyes. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope. Look it up.
Wait. Oh, I know what you're talking about. But Meredith
It
is
looks
saying
like
that one of the episodes is called Identity Crisis. See, Meredith, with Identity Crisis, I thought that was going to be about Wolffe, and it still could be. Wolffe could come back in that episode.
Yeah,
I was not expecting him to be.
These are all the titles right here.
I think Ventress is for sure episode 9.
Harbinger. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there might be a chance at the end of 8 we see her and maybe she says that line she did in the trailer, and then it just
What does she
ends
say
right
specifically? She's
there.
she's
I
very
didn't want to have to kill ya or some slick shit like that. I forgot. What she said.
yeah.
So
Maybe Rex will ask Ahsoka what an M count is. Does Rex know where Ahsoka's at right now, though? I don't think. I think she's off doing her little farming thing. I don't think she's Fulcrum yet.
she's farming, killing inquisitors with her
yeah,
what
hands.
the heck is that droid?
Talking about
the one that-
AP5.
No. It has like
That's what I was thinking, too.
And it's got like a weird smile, and its head is pointed in the back. It kind of looks like AP5, but it's dog.
What
I
was
gotta
it in?
find I'm gonna find it. I don't know.
Meredith
It looks
said
like an
the
ash.
The line is, "I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting." Which, if after reading Dark Disciple, Meredith, by the way, there was a comment way up. You were asking what our problems were with Dark Disciple. I don't mean to put a plug here, but we did our stream a couple days ago on all of our channels. It's about 3 hours, but we get into the very specific weeds if you want to go listen to that. But I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But yeah, it's very interesting because Ventress at the end is like very light side at the end of that book, and now this is like what is putting her in this position where they are firing at her, unless that's a trick of editing. That actually could be, because you don't actually ever see them in the same shot. They're shooting at something and then it cuts to her blocking blaster bolts.
Yeah.
So that could be an editing trick. She actually may not even be fighting them at all. She might be fighting some of the bad clones.
It's true. Perhaps
I never thought about that now, because
she could be fighting Bucky Barnes.
CZ3 is that?
Yeah. Yep. I just
Hold it up.
built it up, Lewis. You got it at the same time. Hold on.
I love that art, by the way.
You guys are like geniuses.
He got it.
CZ.
This dude.
Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. It's
Oh, he's
kind
a
of like
background droid.
I remember that now.
Dude, that's what that helmet reminds me of.
I could see it.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
awesome.
terrifying. That
Dude,
looks like
I hate this thing.
that's scary, bro. I want to see a cosplay of that. Cosplayers, do your thing.
If I could find like an old Legacy Collection figure of that, I'm gonna send it to Will.
Do it,
And
man.
I'll open it and then.
There's a figure right there.
Oh, there it is, the 30th, right there, all the way to the left.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get that in the mail.
There's
buddy.
also one up above, unless that was custom. Right
This?
there.
20
That blue one. Is that real or is that a custom figure? It's got
Chad,
a
is
Disney
this real?
symbol.
It's a Disney exclusive, so it looks like one of the ones that you
Ooh.
would be able to get at like the old
Well,
downtown Disney stores.
I'm going, baby. I'll go there. That's the Droid Factory. Actually, I don't know
Uh,
if that's a real thing, but
Is that the ones
that's at the
what was
park
the-
where you could.
yeah,
No, that's
the
just
park.
Droid Depot. Droid Depot.
Droid Depot. Yeah, you're right.
Because there was that when Downtown Disney was better than what it is right now,
Disney
Disney
Springs.
Springs.
Oh yeah, Downtown Disney was the shit, man.
Downtown Disney was awesome, but
Yeah.
they had all of those toy stores that were down at the end, where like there was the big Mr. Potato Head and all the Tinker Toys and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
dude.
Dude, those toy stores were the
Yeah.
best, and they had the one section that was just Disney video games. Do you remember that? Dude, they had the one section.
Did you just unlock a memory for me? Is
And
that what I'm thinking
and they
of?
had Nintendo DSs, and they had all the Star Wars stuff on the wall. And then, like, when the Phineas and Ferb video game came out, that
Can
was
you-
there.
Can we pull up a picture of this? This surely exists out there. I want to see
I'm
this
gonna look
now.
it up. Talk
Uh,
about Star Wars while I look this up.
You have a trooper. See you, bro. I don't even know if you're still there.
So
I
these
have a
two
good one, I believe.
episodes, though, they were like so much fun. It felt so Clone Wars. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh man, it was just
Also,
great, just the trooper stuff. Everything.
Them being on Teth, such a cool. Well, have you watched the Clone Wars movie yet, Tony?
No. I'm gonna record a reaction to it because I
Okay.
know nothing. But somebody mentioned that is the something from there. Yeah.
Yep, they climb up the side. It may not be that specific one, but there's all these temples on Teth, which I think is just a really cool looking planet. I love that it's kind of
Yeah.
got that purple look. But there's a part in the Clone Wars movie where they use the ATTE walkers and they climb up the side of the spire, and there's battle droids and Ventress is like firing down it. It goes hard, bro. I don't hate that movie. I actually really like it.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get it. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna
I'm
get a
pretty
kick
sure
out of
I'm
it.
gonna like it. Yeah.
It's good. It's got some of the. It's clearly.
I
was
like the
supposed-
Asajj fight in that movie
Yeah, dude. It's
with
good.
Obi-Wan. I like it.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Also, the very first time you see Ahsoka, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that little clip, I saw that little part, and like it's funny because Matt Lancer's voice and James Arnold Taylor, it was a little
So-
different. It was different. I like it kind of sounded like them, but it's like
Even
it's just-
even
it's
Ashley
that
is like,
cool.
my name is Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay. Their
Yeah.
animation also looks kind of rough. They got like bug eyes going on.
Oh, it's the first one. Yeah.
Dude, imagine remaking it the back. I would love that. Like, just go back if they still have the files for those episodes and clean them up. I don't even know if they use the same software anymore, but that would be
like
be
redo them type deal.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we're gonna get an Acolyte trailer before May 4th with like how all of a sudden their Facebook just got activated, their Twitter just got activated? It seems like they're ramping up, but I still think it's too early.
I think it's going to be on May 4th.
I think it's gonna be May 4th. I don't think it would make sense to drop it this or next month because like it'll take away the buzz from Bad Batch.
I still believe that Tales of the Jedi, at least the first 3 episodes or whatever, are dropping on May 4th as well.
You think? Because
Not the whole show. I think maybe just the first couple episodes. 'Cause
Why?
Because they always drop something on May 4th now. For the past couple years, like Visions was last year. They dropped all of Visions on May 4th. Tales of the Jedi, when they first dropped it, season 1 was all in one day.
Yeah, in the middle of your favorite show, Andor, but got him. You know, I throw jabs whenever I can.
Yeah,
But
bro.
there were a couple years where there was nothing on May the 4th because I remember being off and I woke up and I'm like,
But-
what the hell? There's nothing.
Well, 2020 they did that was the very final episode of Clone Wars season 7. And then
Uh-huh.
I think COVID really kind of knocked that out of whack. But I think
I
the
think it
past
was before that though. Well, I don't know.
I think they try. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but I think they try to put something out on May 4th. So my bet is at the very least 3 episodes of Tales of the Jedi on May 4th and the Acolyte trailer. I think that's
Well-
how you get like the hype.
Why not
in
just the
Fortnite.
whole? Why not just the whole season and not just 3?
I don't know if this is confirmed, but I was assuming, from what I understood, Tales of the Jedi season 1 was kind of more of a test where they were like, okay, is this show going to be successful? And from what I can tell, it was, because it was only 6 episodes, 2 characters. And I remember hearing in an interview in the future in the past that they said that future seasons will have more character focuses.
Oh, you know what? I think I vaguely remember that. You might not be lying to the audience today.
I might have to look that up, but I was under the impression
That
I was
does
like,
sound
okay,
familiar. So
especially
then-
because it's been a while since that first season of Tales of the Jedi, which makes me think they've been working on it a little bit longer, but I don't know.
So do you think it'll be more episodes covering more people?
I would love it. It was 4 characters, 3 episodes apiece. That's what I want.
Ooh, 12. Let's go.
I think it would
baby.
be. I think 12 would be good, especially because the quality. I think the episodes are a little bit shorter, but the quality of those episodes were amazing.
All killer, no filler, baby. Right to the point.
Even
I
with the
loved
the Ahsoka episodes, like whenever I talk about that show, like when she's watching Padme's funeral and everything,
Oh
like
my
that's
God.
just like up
It hits.
here for me.
It hits.
And it looks really good. But I mean, hey, I'll take as much as we can get. But if we got,
that.
you know, that could just be the focus that they do. They might just start putting more of their eggs in the basket of Tales of the Jedi now that Bad Batch is done, moving that team over there. Dude, that is amazing. That is
Okay.
Dude.
Oh,
You remember this?
Yes, dude.
So before y'all newbies were going to the lightsaber building area at Galaxy's Edge, this is how we were building our lightsabers back in the good old days.
Those things were terrible.
Dude, that key art of Emperor Palpatine. Oh,
and that you would
man.
watch, and it was like the holographic one, so it looked like they were sliding the lightsabers.
Yeah.
So there's that one. There's also this one.
I
remember
have
that.
the loosest
that.
memory of it. That's the
Damn.
Droid Factory, so that's where you would have got that figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I remember going here when I was like 5.
Yeah, dude. This was so good.
Why? Listen, they won't bring it back because they know it'll just be filled with adults like us.
No.
That's
Dude, I'm so pissed that they got rid of. So here's my Disney adult's about to emerge, ladies and germs. The store where Stitch at Downtown Disney is like above that thing, and he spits at people when you go by.
Yeah.
Whatever that store is called. Dude, all of the giant statues that were hanging from the ceiling of like Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, and like Aladdin was on the big rug and all of that, and the carpet and all that stuff. Like, dude, all of that stuff was so good. And now you go in there and it's just empty white
nothing.
walls, like weird, like just non-modern, no design. It sucks, dude. I miss that stuff so much. You could probably get that stuff at Cast Connections now, honestly. You go into the back area there where they're
dude. They have
all
like the most. They have like a Mega Bloks Jack Sparrow in there that like is so scary, bro.
Dude, Tony, you know what Cast Connections is? You've been there, right?
What's that?
Okay, so
What up, Brandon?
We gotta take
you
him.
missed everything.
Listen,
Tony would love Cast Connections.
he would go crazy, bro.
What is Cast Connections?
Okay, so all of the merchandise at Disney World that like goes out of use, that they're like when they switch over stuff and they're like, oh, the new stuff is here, all of that old stuff before it goes to like Marshall's and other places around Orlando, and like they ship it out to get rid of and they sell it for super cheap on the internet. There's this building that's on the Disney lot in Orlando that's over by what hotel is it behind? It's by
spot near Coronado.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It's over there, and it's like a warehouse where you go in and you just get all of this discounted Disney merchandise. Where it's like
cheap.
Yeah,
cheap.
Ricky's friend went and got him like a bunch of lightsabers for like $40 each.
Yep. It'll all
were...
be like crazy discounted. They'll sell stuff from like the races afterwards. Stuff that's like defective. Like there's a whole section in the back that's like the defective section where it's like stuff's not even defective. It's just stuff that was returned that people put back. Like you can get a ton of stuff back there for like $.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have a lot of on that board right there. I have a ton of pins that I got for like $1 or $2 because a lot of that stuff goes there. So you have to be able to have a cast member to go in.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be one of yourself. And then
you can bring like 3 or 4 people with you, I think, right?
Yeah. And you go in. They also have like food in there and stuff. But I would go in there. I lived like it was. Dude.
You could buy like a 10-pound bag of like chicken tenders.
Yeah,
right? Like
dude, the chicken tenders, bro.
I heard about that. Yeah,
they're
so
great.
Weird.
Man. I always go there and I get like the. They always have the Galaxy's Edge drinks there for like super cheap. So I always get like the soda bottles and stuff. I always go there because I'm like there's like
stinks.
There you go, dude. The only thing that sucks is they don't make Coke Zero ones. What gives?
What gives, big guy?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you got Coke, you got Diet Coke, you got Sprite, you got the Diet Coke thermal detonator, baby. That's what Fireball's flamethrower hit and it blew up the whole place.
Oh yeah, I was like, that was
dude. By the way,
right.
Rest in peace, Nimic and Fireball. The goats that were just in the background that I thought were so cool. He literally died in a fireball.
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to do? And Nemec died just getting.
He just got
shot.
sniped. Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally was,
Mm.
man, rough. Rough.
I mean, you got to show off its war somehow, and that's how you do it by shooting off weird named clones.
Yeah. Well, so where do we think they're going next now?
I don't
Probably
know.
be
man.
some offshoot episode where they're like, because at the end of this episode or the most recent episode, Rex says, you have to find out what's going on with Omega. They'll do something like that.
You think? Well, so I realized that they weren't in the Marauder. They were all in Echo's ship. So the Marauder is still at Pabu. You think they're all going to hang out at Pabu and kind of make a plan? Because how many clones do we think are still left in Rex's kind of little militia? You think there's some elsewhere?
Not a lot, but the episode's called Bad Territory. I have a feeling it's going to be they go to that planet where the alligator is and wherever that cliff is. I feel like we have to see that next.
There's gonna be a split up at some point too.
Yeah, because in that shot of the alligator, I almost want to just go through the trailer again and just see what we have left.
I did that I'll bring it up. I did that at 2 a.m. during the live, like trying to figure it out. And a lot of the stuff with Rex, we saw it all today. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah,
all right.
I think they're definitely holding on. It was kind of like Ahsoka where we got to a certain point. We're like, all right, we've seen no footage now.
Yeah. Except
Like,
for Thrawn walking.
Yeah,
that was the last thing. What a time to be alive. Bad Batch trailer. Captain Cox's arrival. Okay, here we go.
I'm making that an OC. In our inevitable tabletop RPG for Star Wars, Commander Cock, baby.
Commission that one guy to make it in the Gendy style.
Oh my! That might be too far.
All right, let's.
You don't have to tell him what his name is.
It's true. How would you even design that? Whatever.
So we haven't seen this with the gunships and the bridge. Look,
yeah, that's definitely in that episode Juggernaut for sure.
Instead of all the clone armor, how they have like the colors of like Mace Windu's is purple and like Obi-Wan's is Commander Cody, and it's all like it's gross. It's all like flesh color.
Ew! No!
It's like beige.
It's Kiadi Mundi's clone.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's such a bummer that like for like Ahsoka they painted the face on there. Imagine if Kiadi Mundi they just like added stuff to the top of their helmets to make them look like them.
I wanted to say,
hey,
weirdly in this shot, they're using LAATs. Like, they're using the Republic gunships, but out through the entire show, that is not the transports they've been using. They've been using those ones with the giant boxes underneath them. Did you notice that? That's weird.
Yeah.
But this one, they're using LAATs, and then we got...
her.
Fuse ship.
Oh, I forgot we're seeing her again.
I'll take her over Sid, bro.
True.
I'd rather Sid.
I'm putting money Sid is going to be in next week's episode. It's going to happen.
Bad Territory going back to her to get info.
Okay, we've seen that. We didn't see that space station earlier.
Yeah,
we didn't see this.
No, we did. That was at that
we
one
saw
place,
them running.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Before the Jurassic Park animals got loose.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. But it was like a whole platoon walking in like a scattered.
Yeah, but you see that part where like.
Oh.
Yeah. That was them escaping. We saw that.
We seen that? Yeah, we have.
We saw this.
Yep.
That was his arrival.
I would be. I don't know if we're gonna see Palpatine.
This. Look, this is Pabu.
That's Pabu, bro.
Yeah, we haven't seen this.
Pabu. You're right, dude.
Like on the landing pad.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't hate Fee. I just think of Evan Almighty. Because she's in that movie. Tech is the reincarnation of God.
He's Michael Scott.
We haven't seen
this.
Okay.
We haven't seen this. The bridge thing.
That's definitely that episode Juggernaut for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is I think Cad, Finnick, and Ventress are all in one episode, or at least in the similar plot. They all kind of look similar. Okay. that's got to be bad territory. We did that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fennec's there for that. She's on.
By the
boat.
way, that ship, the yeah, they're dead.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. You Mace clones. Also, can we just say, Grayson, what
Yeah.
happened to your fan favorite Republic Commandos, dude? That one just got pieced up by Batcher. Like Batcher literally just jumped on him and he got knocked out.
Who?
Oh yeah, he
The-
did.
that-
He did take one out.
Yeah. Batcher took out a Republic Commando.
Oh, dude,
immediately.
the all white Republic Commandos in this show, they suck. They're so bad. They're just regular clones. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
So Grayson, like you said before, it does look like two different shots because in the shot with the Bad Batch, it's light in the background, and Asajj seems like it's in a darker spot. Like, look, watch.
Yeah. This doesn't even because they don't even show who's shooting at her.
Yeah, like look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's
I mean,
editing.
it could be like a trick, just the way it's framed, but I don't think they're shooting at her.
Yeah.
Who shoots blue blaster fire like that?
Clones, not
Those are the taser, like the circle ones.
That's just the stun.
That's the stun. That's the stun one.
And the clones don't shoot red laser fire. They shoot blue. Why
They
am
shoot-
I?
they
What are we
they
talking
shoot
about?
blue.
Right now?
Empire shoots red.
I guess you're right. Wait,
Yeah.
but there's
Think about-
other blaster fire that shoots red. Like Han's blaster is red.
In lore, it's different types of gas cartridges. The type
Oh.
of gas emits a different color. So like red is kind of like is a different type. There's also green and there's blue. And there's also, I think, purple. That's the main ones. But the clones, theirs use blue. And they use different types of guns. They use the DC line, but then the Empire uses the Blast Tech line. I believe I'm really into Star Wars weapons, as you can tell.
Such a freaking nerd.
I think the DL-44 is also a Blast Tech weapon. And then the Battle Droids weapons are also red. It's kind of like a meta way to be like, bad guys, good guys, but
Bad
guy,
red lightsaber.
And then-
guy, blue lightsaber.
and then and then the Naboo soldiers, their blasters are green. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Don't question me on my lightsabers and blasters.
Yeah, Will.
But yeah, Chris, you're completely right. That ship that possibly Tech it is, I don't know. The fact that he can like control it all from it was very Darth Maul, and I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah.
The ship was
yeah,
fire,
yeah.
bro. I hope we get.
So what did you think he was trying to do? Like after he got crushed with the rocks, his like control on his arm was messed up. He kept trying to like activate something, and then he would look at the ship, and it would like pan to the ship. Like, what do you think he was trying to do? Like send a message out,
I
or
think
something?
It might be that. I also think he might have been trying to call it to him,
Yeah,
so he could
okay,
get in
yeah,
and
yeah,
chase them.
Yeah,
But then that's why he shoots the little pod, which, by the way, like dead ringer accuracy, which is also why I think it's sus that it may not be Tech, because I'm like, Tech, I mean, he wasn't that good of a shot.
Nope.
Like this dude's shooting better than Crosshair most of the time.
Unless they took Crosshair's ability and put it in Tech.
The Super Scroll.
Super Scroll, bro.
That actually is not a bad theory though, because that might be someone, I think one of you guys possibly, or maybe it was on Beyond the Dune Seas, honestly can't remember, that someone said that they actually extracted the gene from Crosshair, which is why he's deteriorating, and they gave it to Tech. I don't know if that's possible. That's a possible theory.
I never thought that they took the gene away from him. I always thought
His shot is trash right now.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Meredith said they made a point to
be
say he was the second best shot in the squad. Oh,
Tech was?
Ooh, Tech. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
because he's got all that crap on his face that makes him like a giant sight.
he's just like
Yeah.
like that Call of Duty sweat with aimbots, bro.
Bro,
Like,
Tech is so good. Tech is the best of the Bad Batch. I will never let this up. He can
I did not know you felt that way.
I love Tech. Tech's the best one. He's the funniest. Deadpan. He is the smartest. He also can handle himself in battle, just
Yeah.
like any of the
Yeah.
other ones. And because of all of his technical advancements, it makes him just as easy to track as somebody like Hunter. He can do everything at like an A-, whereas like all of the other guys are like A+ at some stuff and then like a B+ at some stuff. He has like the best GPA out of all of them.
He's the most well-rounded.
Yeah,
because I mean, Echo doesn't have a hand. Wrecker is kind of dumb. Hunter is very just straight arrow, and Crosshair is just like I would put Tech and Crosshair on like a skill level as the best. So I guess you're right.
Also, I'm happy we're talking about skill level right now, because do you guys feel that Hunter kind of sucks this season?
Yeah, he ain't been doing much.
He hasn't really done nothing.
The only thing that he did was he came up behind that guy and shoot him in the head with the stun, and that was it.
He's just been moping around.
When that assassin came in, here's another reason why it might be Tech. When that assassin came in, Hunter usually has the same senses as like the animals that are around. And when Batcher sensed him, Hunter was just off talking to Rex in the same room. He didn't have like there's somebody in here sort of deal.
He's supposed to be like Wolverine, we're just to be able to like enhance senses.
And it's when an animal senses something, he usually is like, I sense it too. Like sort of deal. But
Bub.
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly. But he there are multiple times, especially in these last 2 episodes, where stuff is going on where you think Hunter's going to be one step ahead in terms of the tracking of it, but he doesn't. Especially like my favorite example of this season is when they're on that planet with the young clones. And
Mox.
Hunter, where Hunter is supposed to be able to like track stuff, and they're like, he went this way, and they're running through the jungle, and he doesn't know that vine is a giant animal. Like, I feel like that's something that he would be able to do in terms of like species tracking and feeling stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's valid.
He's gonna die first. You suck, Hunter.
He will die.
I don't hate Hunter. This season, he is I do really like Hunter.
Hunter is the most like just a boring reg out of all of them.
He is the closest to being a reg, that is for sure.
Yep.
Chris said the L-44 is a Mauser C96. Actually, I did know that. They used a lot of World War I and World War II weapons, but a Mauser C96 is a real gun, not a... Blast Tech is a fictional gun manufacturer.
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, I'm being nice, okay? But Meredith said, all right, final verdict, just because we want to see what you think. We got to put it one or the other. Is it Tech or is it Cody? If we had to choose between one or the other.
I don't want it to be Cody. I don't want it to be Tech like you jabrones. But out of the two,
you want it to be?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. Give me something
So
good.
you just don't want it to be 2 of the most likely answers?
Well,
the contrarian, Tony.
Out of the 2, though, I think I'd prefer Tech than Cody, because I want Cody to be like regular.
I'm on the Tech train. I think it's a very high chance it's Tech. And if it's not, hey, prove me wrong. I'll take it. But
Tech is like, if I'm a betting man, that's where I feel like my money is the safest in saying it's Tech. Cody's also a good one because you don't see him die. Boba Fett, probably not.
Boba Fett's the worst one I've ever heard in my life.
It's funny because Tony is such a Boba Fett fan, but that's facts. Yeah, I don't like the Boba Fett idea. Yeah,
I would love if it was Boba Fett.
Nah, if it's on Boba Fett, I'm not gonna make it. For
the voice modulator is to make his voice sound deeper. Theoretically, if Boba Fett showed up in animation in a Clone Wars show, would D voice him or would Tamura?
No, Daniel.
Yeah,
adult. I'm talking adult.
Yeah, well,
because in Jedi.
It probably
in Jedi Survivor, spoilers, Boba Fett shows up and it's Tamura.
Oh yeah, as an adult, yeah, but we don't have an animated as an adult.
I'm still
Boba.
Playing the game,
bro. You haven't even started it,
bro. Yeah, you suck, bro.
I did not. I'm not playing that.
Oh, dude, you both DL44. DL44 is so iconic, bro. I love that blaster. I'm gonna give it I really do think it's like 50-50. Like it could be Tech and it could be somebody else. Like until we get more, because this is really the only 2 episodes we got specific centric view on him. But I'm someone who I don't forsake the forest for the trees. I like to just go. It's a thing we say on Mortis. Cole inspired me with that one, but. I'm along for the ride, so as long as it's a good payoff, I don't care.
At some point, we're gonna get this guy being like, according to my calculations, and it's just gonna be tech, dude.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, he said it. He said the thing, and he's that guy. That clone's really smart, guys. It's tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's tech.
I'm trying to think. Oh, there's only. What'd you guys think of the moment where Omega is literally copying?
Oh, and she's got the
Cross
toothpick in.
Yeah. Oh, I was dying. That was so.
Yeah.
And
She's wearing
she
like
was
the exact same
she's like-
outfit.
and she was looking at him mad hard to make sure she was like doing it right. It was
Yeah.
just so funny.
And
so
that's
funny.
when Hunter realizes. He looks at Crosshair and then he looks at Omega and she's like, "This is how I chew on a toothpick."
Yeah. I there's some really cool
Oh.
fan art out there, which I think is hilarious that they've kind of predicted that, where she is like she's got different pieces of their armor and she has a toothpick in her mouth, and he like has her like Crosshair's blaster and like Hunter's pistol and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I think she has Hunter's knife, like Wrecker's backpack, Crosshair's rifle, and like Tech's goggles. And then she has the toothpick in her mouth.
She's like the last Ronin of the Bad Batch.
Listen, I am
Yeah.
down. I am down with that, bro.
Yeah, and she's
That-
got Mikey's nunchucks and Donnie's size.
Dude, I'm
And
down,
Rap's got the
bro.
size.
These posters are
Ooh.
so dope.
New PNGs for thumbnails.
I know. I downloaded
Um,
every single one. I'm like, good. Yeah. There's some dope stuff in here, man.
Finally, I have one with Omega with long hair, dude.
Now I could do my Batcher Theory videos I've been waiting on.
Also, imagine how cool it would be for her to have all those pieces of armor and then have Batcher as her dog. You know?
The
Oh,
Rex,
yeah.
yeah, dude. The Rex Echo one looks like really low res. Does it? It looks like
Does
it has
it?
like there's a weird grain on it as opposed to the
Oh,
other ones. Like if you swipe back to Crosshair and Omega,
That one was crispy.
like that is crazy. Like that
Yeah.
is like the render not too much messed with it. But then you go to the other one and it looks like it's got like a weird filter, like effects filter over it for some reason. I don't
Sometimes I forget randomly that Crosshair like had a full head of hair of like white hair. Like I'm so used to him just being bald now that I'm like when I see pictures of him with hair, I'm like, oh yeah, he had hair.
Oh yeah.
I
He
wish
did.
I wish Wolf was looking at the camera, man. His helmet is so
Dude.
badass.
He best helmet, best clone helmet. So good.
Whoa, that might be a hot take.
Is it, dude? Wolf in terms of
I
sheer
think-
design. Like if I had to have one clone helmet, it would be Wolf's every day of the week, bro.
I think mine would be Cody, bro. Cody's helmet with the visor, bro.
The visor and the like the little
Drip
lines.
God. Drip
Phase
God,
3.
bro.
Cody's Phase 3 Empire Imperial like colorway is so cool too.
The
With
gray.
the gray, yeah. I like
Pretty
that
cool.
one. Because it looks basically the same as the orange, just with all gray.
Yeah, I love the orange though. I think it's so good.
Oh yeah, the orange is crazy. I do think that
Yes.
Crosshair's what is it, like pre Dark Trooper helmet or Death Trooper helmet?
Oh, the green visor, dude. Hard. Goes so hard.
Oh yeah.
so much
yeah,
better
yeah.
than his stupid Crosshair helmet.
What? I love his crosshair helmet, bro.
No,
I,
that helmet sucks.
So-
Dude, with the duck bill on the bottom, no way.
I love it, man. I think it's great. Connor hates that helmet. He thinks
Yeah,
it's
I agree with
trash.
him.
You guys are just two peas in a pod, huh?
And
Hates
I
Dark
really
Disciple.
like Kenobi.
Okay, don't go that far. I'm just kidding.
Kenobi. Kenobi!
I think the mystery
Absolutely.
clone is actually Sam Witwer, and it's going to be Starkiller.
Starkiller.
Galen Merrick. Imagine that. Oh God. I'd be like,
That's who it
that'd
is.
be crazy.
It does kind of feel like that though, in a weird way, with like Force Unleashed 2, where they made all those clones of Starkiller, and they're like,
yeah.
oh, here's all these other brainwashed clones, like, or like remember like the dark side ending of Force Unleashed 2, where there was
Yep.
the clone that had that, which was really sick. That's what the clone assassins feel like. They're like, oh, these are clones with blank slates, and they're tough and cool.
Yeah, they're dark and they listen to their orders.
Yeah. It's interesting because like when we saw the clones in these episodes, like I was under the impression they were like done with the clones, right? That the Empire was fully done with the clones other than the commandos, right? And we
Yeah.
had not seen like, when they're on that outpost, it's full it's Imperial stormtroopers, there's no clones, whatever. But then this episode, a lot of clones with them, which I found Very weird.
With Wolf specifically.
Yeah.
Which maybe they have Wolf somewhere else and he has just a bunch of those clones there and they just call on him to do missions.
Maybe because he's still
Cody
loyal.
had a lot of clones with him too in season 2. Maybe it's just like a clone. Like when you have that rank, you can pick the people you have under you.
Maybe
they just prefer to work with clones.
I guess I'm just thinking like after season 2, the outposts, like with all of those clones being like basically just spat on, like they're at this point. Well, because even Palpatine, right? He's like, no more clones in season 2. Am I wrong?
But it's hard to get rid of like
1.8 million clones.
I guess I mean it's only been a couple years. They got to recruit a bunch of people, so I guess they're just kind of phasing them out as they go along. Even though the stormtroopers suck.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sure the recruiting process, where speaking of Solo, like we were earlier in the group chat, that'll be going on. Join the Empire.
Oh, we will hear. I have bets that by the end of this season, we will see the Clone Wars models from the end of season 7 at. In this show, like they'll get rid of the Ralph McQuarrie designs, and that'll be.
Yeah, it'll be an Empire connection. Because we haven't seen those stormtroopers yet.
Mm-mm. We saw
which is interesting because at the end of season 7, you see the regular stormtroopers, and do you see McQuarrie troopers in the Vader the last scene? Are there McQuarrie troopers there, or is it just regular stormtroopers?
It's just snow troopers and regular troopers, and then the probe droids.
I think we are getting farther away from seeing Vader too, though. Like the more episodes go on, I'm like, maybe we won't see Vader.
It probably wouldn't be to finale, and it probably would be like to murk somebody important.
Now, that to be going back to the Tales of the Jedi thing, you know, that I've always been in the camp that Vader is going to show up because they made that model for Clone Wars season 7, and they're like, they got to use it again. It's too clean, right?
Yeah,
they could use that in Tales of the Jedi. Like, if there's Jedi stories, you know, pre his death, like he can show up in one of them. But yeah, I'm cool if Vader doesn't show up in this show. Like, but the one thing that I thought was interesting was that that Wolffe says to Rex, like, oh, we thought you were dead. Like they said you died in a crash. But if we're going by the armor designs, we've seen no regular troopers yet. Unless they just went to go investigate that years down the line, which is possible. How did they know that? Did they just look at the records of I guess maybe they looked at the records of the Venator that crashed and they were like, oh, it crashed, he's dead, whatever. And then Vader years later was like, I'm going to go to that crash and see if I can find where Ahsoka went to hunt her down, and then finds those lightsabers. But at that point in time, like, I get, maybe that's what it is. Just there was he just decided to go see it for himself, but
that would be a really cool, like, one-shot comic of Vader going on a mission and it being like a snow planet, and then you see him at the end realize it's the crash site of that Venator. That would be pretty cool.
That would be a good Tales episode. I mean, I know he's not a Jedi anymore, but like,
Dooku wasn't.
I mean, yeah,
true. Well, he was in most of the episodes, you know, like throughout most of the episodes he is. But that doesn't mean they couldn't do like a weird Anakin Vader, like, you know, parallel episode thing, kind of what they did with Ahsoka blocking all the blaster deflex shot.
That's
thing,
probably a really good reason as to why they might do it with Ventress, because she does have the weird, like, Jedi to Sith to assassin to
Night Sister,
because she's technically
she did everything.
She did it all, man, and she could.
So did Quinlan.
Yeah, Quinlan did it all, dude, including Asajj Ventress.
Hey,
Ayo.
Wait, so
yeah,
is Quinlan really Commander Cockton?
Admiral Enigma, Commander Cock.
61 people, guys. 61
That's
people.
Crazy,
how's everybody doing? Make sure to subscribe to Mortis FM. If you don't, make sure to subscribe to Star Wars Sith. Don't subscribe to me. I don't want you.
No, do it.
Damn.
He's not. You better do it, and he can blame me.
Don't. I dare you. Don't do it. Don't subscribe. But like this video.
They're gonna be. Rebellion is in their nature, bro.
There it is, guys. Links in the chat. Everybody go. Right meow.
I didn't know you were gonna put it on our channel. So when someone sent me a notification, they were like, "Your guys' thumbnails spoiled Bad Batch for me," kind of joking. I was like, "What?" I was like, "I didn't do anything."
Well, go to Star Wars Instagram like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
As soon
as I logged on to Disney Plus, I was like, I was like, oh, there's Wolffe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm hyped. Let's go.
Or watch the trailer. You see Wolffe in the trailer. You jabroni.
Jabroni.
Come on.
And Rex.
And Rex. Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
you see him.
Yeah, everybody in that thumbnail is in the trailer
Please.
for Bad Batch Season 3.
You're gonna do a weird meta. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So funny, dude. Yeah, I could use we could use some support because I have and if you're listening to this right now, I hope you are. I have this one guy adamantly commenting on all of our videos talking about Will, you okay, bro?
I was trying to punch myself.
Just see how delayed it is. But I have this one guy who's adamantly just commenting like how much of a Disney show I am.
173, let's go.
Let's go. And it's super annoying. Thank you, Meredith. Man, you're chill. Or woman.
Meredith,
I don't
Meredith, you're pretty chill.
Yeah, Meredith.
chill, bro. I didn't know you were chill like that.
You're
I
okay in our book.
I didn't know you were chill like Quinlan Voss.
Yeah. And I hope you don't, if you go listen to the live stream for Dark Disciple, I hope, listen, if you still like it, that is okay.
But it's the wrong opinion to have.
Shut up.
Change it.
He's being sarcastic.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I love Disney Star Wars, and they pay me to say this.
Yeah, the guy.
Ooh, 174. Shout out to whoever just subscribed.
Sometimes when I say man, it's like in a gender neutral sense. I'm just like, what's up, man? Like, kind of, you know.
Hey, what?
My girlfriend calls me girl, so there you go.
What, dude?
I'm gonna call you girl from now on.
Girly pop?
She's
I'm gonna
literally
be
like that, yeah. Dude,
oh my god.
I need the Max Payne.
Dude. Dude, Tony kind of gives me Drake vibes.
Shut up, Chris.
Nah.
You ever think about that? That Tony's like kind of like Drake?
Yeah, he is. If you
Drake
look
the type of guy.
If you go to Tony's Instagram, shout out to Tony's Instagram. He's got some Drake poses. With the prayer hands.
What would Tony's what would his alter ego be? You know?
It would just be me.
No, I don't think so.
It'd probably be Boba Fett.
He just
I like
calls himself
Boba Fett.
But not.
175, baby. Let's go. Let's get him to 180, guys. Let's get
him to 180.
180.
We're not ending the stream until we get to 180.
This
and I'm hungry and I want to go. So let's get him to 180.
Oh my gosh.
Out of the 59 of you guys here right now.
Agnes, we need you to subscribe. We need you to Metroplex Asylum. Hey,
I think Metroplex is on my channel.
I didn't know Asylum was said like Asylum because I only ever read it in Batman comics. So I thought it was Aslam.
Of course.
I thought it was
English
Arkham
good.
Aslam.
There's a couple words that I have like that I think about and I'm like, man, that's really how that's pronounced, huh?
These guys are live.
Going down. Yava Trooper, we need you. This is like a.
Are you watching? Are we doing a live Inception right now?
Whoa,
yeah,
they're live right now.
What's up? Yeah, they are.
Hey guys, what are they talking about?
I wonder if they think it's tech.
Or are we just stream sniping somebody else's stream? Are we gonna get flagged for this? This is probably really bad.
I feel like every time I come on this stream, there's some shenanigans happening.
See, we have fun.
It's true. That's why I come on here.
We have fun.
Only because you guys actually let me.
Unlike Beyond the Dune Sea, where they have no fun.
Oh God, they have fun in 4K with the green screen.
I know they have the most fun.
They have the most fun. Yeah,
they have
too much fun.
Big money fun.
Hey, I'll take 175. We don't gotta keep the stream going, bro. I will take whoever and.
Oh,
whoever.
you just lost 5. You're down to 170.
What?
They saw your Commander Cock comment and they weren't having it.
It's COCH. Like,
how do you pronounce it?
Hold on. Have you ever heard of the word like
Coca-Cola?
cochlear? It's like cochlear implant. Yeah, it's for hearing.
Dude, I could go for a Coke right now.
What's up, Ma?
Honestly, I am pretty thirsty, so I could probably go for a.
I have something here for you.
Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
We haven't talked about Star Wars for like 15 minutes, and the viewer numbers keep going up. Maybe we just need to do this.
Yeah.
It's freaking Ricky. Let me look up the definition of cochlear. You know what I'm saying? Cochlear.
176, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cochlea, the spiral cavity in the inner ear containing the organ of Corti, which produces nerve impulses in response to sound vibrations. You guys are dirty, dirty-minded people.
Ugh. Oh no.
Okay, you look this up. I can tell Tony's tired. He now needs his Chucky milk.
I need some.
Go
I don't know
midnight
about that.
times.
Actually, Tony's probably lactose intolerant. You seem like a lactose intolerant kind of guy.
Bro, this guy
No,
eats pizza
bro.
for every meal.
Yeah,
Does
if I was lactose intolerant, bro, that's a sad life to live.
Now
bro.
I'm sounding like tech. I do kind of give off tech vibes. I remember I took a quiz the other day on StarWars.com and it was like, what Star Wars dad am I? And I got tech. And
And
I
your
went,
Jabba the Hutt.
that actually, I never... Do you think Rod of the Hutt is going to show up? Oh, Will's gone. Do you know who Rod of the Hutt is, Tony? Because you haven't seen the Clone Wars movie.
Isn't that that's the baby? That's the baby Jabba, right?
Baby Jabba. You think he could show up in Bad Batch?
I don't know.
Will!
I can actually hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Dope. I somehow stuffed my earphones in my head.
Really?
Do you think Rod of the Hutt's going to show up in Bad Batch?
Oh, you mean Stinky?
Stinky, baby.
No, I hope not.
Just the no. Dude, you got some Rexception going on. Rex low key though, if I had to be on an objective opinion, he might have the best helmet.
Dude, Rex has the best armor, period, I think.
Whoa!
Brother.
That's
Can you,
wild,
this is an infiltration. We're here to extract your head from the rest of your body.
I have a Mando helmet. Does that count?
Oh, I can hear it a little bit.
Someone has a Cody helmet. I want to get a Star Wars helmets are so expensive if you're not getting Black Series, bro.
I just
Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Can you even hear us, Tony?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Through the helmet?
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of echoing in a little bit.
This stream is so unhinged.
Yeah, we've gone off the rails, guys.
I don't have anything else to say. Yeah. Use demand Thrawny. Oh, never again. Listen, only if people go listen to our Tales from the Archives episode and learn about Admiral Enigma, which will be might be the next person that you see.
When we get to October of this year and we're still doing Tales of the Archives, I will be Admiral Enigma for Halloween.
Please.
I will be.
It would be so easy for you too.
Yeah, I will. I'm just gonna get honestly, I'd probably get a wig, like a big Tarzan wig.
That's such a it's such a deep cut Star Wars reference. Like, imagine going to a con.
Look at the size of this helmet, by the way.
It's huge, dude. I mean, does it rattle around in your head?
No, it fits well. It's just the bottom part holds it on so I don't know.
Yep.
It's
Wolffe got Teo, you are right. You are right, brother.
Yo.
I would love to hear, if we do get more Wolffe, how Order 66 went down for him. If he does end up turning over in this show, which will happen. Him and Rex, Wolffe having a breakdown of the, I guess the mental effects it had of him. Because I don't know if he was there when they shot down Plo, but he was one of the only ones that, well, Cody was too, I guess. Well, Cody didn't kill Obi-Wan. So Wolffe is and his platoon are one of the only people that actually killed their Jedi Master successfully, like that.
Ooh, Sinister Maul. That's a good point. I hope we get to see the moment Wolffe gets his inhibitor chip removed.
At this point, the inhibitor chips don't even work anymore. They've started to wear off now. That was what happened with Hauser and stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Meredith, it seems like you have watched more. You've gone back and rewatched more of Bad Batch. Is this true? Oh wait,
This thing is sick. It's on clearance right now, right? Isn't it on sale on Target.com, Tony?
Yeah, so I ordered it for $79 and it sold out within that hour.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Are you gonna
So,
sell any of your helmets, dude?
for what? For credits? No. What are you crazy?
I just like, dude, come on, you got a freaking Death Watch helmet, a Stormtrooper helmet. Come on now.
Yeah, you never
Like,
know.
here's the ones you keep. You keep the
hiring, bro.
Vader, you keep the Boba Fett, you keep Mando, you keep, dude, what is it, like that yellow Stormtrooper in the bottom? What is that? Come on.
The
Oh, isn't
artillery
that a
trooper
isn't that a
from Mando.
bombardier?
Come on, bro.
It's a what?
The artillery trooper from Mando that was
Yeah.
shooting at Boba Fett.
That one.
Man, they did a great job.
Come on, you watch Star Wars much, buddy?
Here's
No,
the thing:
Stormtroopers suck.
if they released an Echo helmet, immediate cop.
Oh yeah.
Echo's got a great helmet.
Echo's helmet is fire. The only thing that would be weird is like, because it like disconnects from his like back head plant. Do you just like put that on the helmet so you can?
You'd
wear
have
it?
to sell it as both pieces. Like,
Yeah.
you would see it without, and then you would be able to wear that thing on your head separately, like Lobot.
There was somebody who said that, like, was it you? I swear it was you who said that that Echo ends up being Lobot.
Yeah,
Like,
that
as a
was on
joke?
the Tales of the Archive stream.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's horrible. It like just completely changes races.
Yeah.
Go read the Lando comic. That should be something we should do on Tales at some point. Have you ever read the Charles Soule Lando comic?
Yeah.
Dude, so good, man.
Dude, the Lando books, the old Legends books, are actually kind of cool.
I hope they start to adapt some of that for the movie. I'm such a Donald
We have
Glover.
plenty of cat
fan.
food.
So for Cat Food Fund, have you ever seen the art for the original Legends Lando books?
No.
Dude,
I think
gotta
isn't
look
the thing that he pulls up in Solo a reference to those books? They're like the Calrissian Chronicles or something.
I don't remember. There's one.
believe-
There's like
I'm-
a giant skull
No.
behind him.
It's the filter. You got to put like a voice modulator in that thing.
Oh, so the old art. I don't know whoever did this art, but I mean it's probably easy to look up. But like the Lando poster art, like share screen, like this dude. That's so sick.
Oh, those are fire.
These
Oh
art,
yeah,
this
yeah.
art style. This is the Han Solo book I was talking about with the giant skull. Like that's crazy.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently those have to do with what like some sort of like the corporate or something like that. That's like a different faction. Apparently there's those books, and then there's the Han Solo. That's the Han Solo Adventures, and then there's the Han Solo trilogy.
Yeah.
But apparently those are pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I-
Pretty cool.
That was phone on the helmet. Yes, that's what he needs. Tech's helmet, because Tech has the headphones.
Yeah,
With, like, the weird
DJ.
He has like a weird like pixel art skull on his thing, which I think is like very Japanese in a weird way.
Yeah, he's a he's a weeb.
Dude, Tech for sure watches anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably Wrecker too.
Oh, yeah.
Wrecker seems like an anime guy. But that's what they bonded over.
Wrecker watches.
Crosshair watches westerns.
What up, Chris? I don't know.
No,
I
Crosshair watches like
would love it.
old black and white World War II documentaries, or like World War II in color. That's what Crosshair watches.
Hunter watches just
watches-
Rambo.
Damn.
Yeah, Hunter watches Rambo, and he also watches like Deadliest Catch. That's what Hunter watches.
That's what he's watching in this upcoming episode where they go to the Everglades.
Yeah, Hunter watches Naked
God.
and Afraid.
That's funny.
Well, I'm just at this point. I'm waiting for you guys to end the stream because I'm done. I've said my piece.
Yeah,
Are
it's
we-
like
are we-
almost,
Are they at
almost
180?
2 hours. Oh yeah, they're at 180. No, they're not. Somebody actually unsubscribed. Freaking jerks.
Really?
It went from 176 to 175, so I closed the window in anger.
Wow.
Well, let me bring it back. Maybe like 3 more people popped in or something. Hold on.
Little therapy session. I actually had a bad dream that I lost 50 subscribers. I did.
You're still at 175, so I mean, we'll take
Oh,
it as
hey.
a win.
I will take it. I got to get back on my real game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, make time, Commander Cock.
I w-
Oh,
is that going to get clipped?
Probably.
it can't. Hey, speaking of clips, Will, where's the supercut, bro?
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna do that tonight."
No, he's not.
Nice.
And then I fell asleep.
Just watches all of Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone's film. Yeah, I bet he's a big Rocky fan as well.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's just doing the splits.
Going to talk to the videotapes. All right, are we done here?
All right, guys.
I'm just waiting.
Bye.